Let's look at a way that we can incorporate a 5-minute chart alongside the 15. On all charts, all the indicators are the same. We have an 8 and a 24 EMA. We have the CCI commodity channel, which is a 24, and we also have the CMF, which is a 24. The CMF is this. If this is your first view, Chaikin money flow. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it, Chaikin. Chaikin? Anyway. So the Chaikin measures price and volume. The CCI is just price, okay? This is why I like the CMF, because of the volume aspect in this. And I found a way to sort of incorporate volume into my trading. It's taken me a long time to find something, and it's finally with this thing here. Anyway, this is crude oil. It's Monday the 12th of May. And it just made a move during the UK session, and it pulled back here on the 15-minute chart, okay? And as you can see, after the fact, it just kept going. It pulled back and came back up. You can see the CCI channel spiked up and then pulled back to the upper channel limit, and then it's just hovering above. You can see the CMF is pretty strong. The bars are decreasing a bit, but they're not, going all the way down. So there's still buying pressure in here, and there's still volume. Okay, so if you wanted to re-enter the market, how could you do it? One way is when a bar crosses back through the 8 EMA is to take that long. You could do that, okay? That's how I would do it, providing the CCI is above and flat or pointing upwards. If it's pointing downwards, I'm certainly not going to enter long with the CCI pointing downwards. So they're the conditions that have to be met. So right here was a long. Okay, this is crude oil on a 15-minute chart. If we look at the 5-minute chart, and this is how I think you could incorporate a 5-minute chart for probably a more expanded view of where to enter. It's the same principle. You want to see price is pushing back up through the 8 right here, so you could take that and enter there. Okay, I mean, that's the logical way to do it. Also, you want to make sure that the CMF bars are strong. They're not declining too badly. They are a little bit here. It's a little bit of a pullback, but that's that pullback here. And this is where you could use the CCI as a bit more confluence, a bit more indication of where to enter. When it ticks back up through the 0 line this time, when it ticks back up through the 0 line, it doesn't have to tick up back through here, through the 100, through the 80, through the 0 line. Bang! There's your entry long, and you probably made 20 cents or something here. Oh, look at that! You made heaps. Okay. So that's how you can utilize this, but you have to make sure that CCI line is moving upwards, and the CMF histogram here, they're at a good strength. Here's an example from Friday that is not a good idea to enter, and it's right here. I think I marked it up. Yeah. So we had a massive rise up here, a massive long here in oil, on both charts, of course. And you can see, you might be thinking, oh, you know what, I really want to enter. You came in late, you just turned the computer on, you'd be thinking, wow, this is going to go forever. And you saw this pullback, and it's like, okay, well, if I enter here, it might get right up here. Sometimes it does. You just don't know with trading. So how do you know when it's a good idea to just stand aside? Well, the 15-minute chart's always the parent chart, and this is what I look at. Is straight away, it's really obvious to me is that price is going up, but the CCI is pointing downwards. There's divergence, which is saying there's a potential short about to happen. Okay, the CMF is very subtle in the way that it shows divergences, but it was just here. You can see the bars, you know, ducked right down. They were strong and then bang, you know. So based on that assumption on this 15-minute chart, I would not have re-entered using the same principle of, oh, okay, I'll enter here when a bar breaks above the 8, okay? So if we go to the 5-minute chart, because we can get more detail, straight away we can see the CCI is pulling down and then it curls up. Now the entry here is through the 0 line, okay? It's not through the 80, it's through the 0 on the smaller time frame. Okay, it's only going to give you a few minutes extra, but that few minutes can be a few dollars. But the big telltale sign is this. Look at this CMF. Look at the bars. Look at the histogram. They're almost dead flat versus everything else. So if this histogram was as strong as what they are, you know, like if they were up here, let's draw a line. If they were sort of, you know, up that high, that probably would be a good long. But because they're not, I stand aside. That's just, the picture's just not great. It's just showing weakness, you know. And you know, this is what I love about the CMF. It's a really subtle indicator, but when you combine it with the CCI, it's fantastic. So just look out for these things if you're thinking about using a 5-minute chart or something else to enter. These are things you need to look out for. The CMF is measuring price and volume, and this is something that the CCI is not doing. So, you know, this is straight out price here, and this here is price and volume, and volume is a really important thing, and it's really hard to put it into an indicator, but I think they've done extremely well here with volume. I really do. And then you can see the CMF, the money flow index. It's pushing down, even though price is going up. You know. So there's the divergence on the CMF, and then look at it here. The volume's coming in, the price is coming in, bang, and there's your short, of course. Go and practice this. This is not an easy thing to do. You really need to spend quite a bit of time analysing charts like I have just now. So you can get to the point where you can just look at it, and within 2 seconds you can go, I'm long, or I'm short, or I'm standing down. Okay? Good luck, traders.